In Stoke-on-Trent, it's written on the floor, we built this city on pots and stone because they're famous for their stoneworks and pottery works.
Yeah.
I know this because I had the terrible misfortune to live in Stoke-on-Trent for a few years.
You've now reminded Vesnora of the song.
Sorry.
I've now been reminded of the song.
If you hadn't lived in Stoke, then you wouldn't know how good you have it now, Ben.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Everything's up once you've lived in Stoke. We used to call it broke on stench.
Historic town on the
River Trent.
I've heard, what's it, Expedition 33 is supposed to be Game of the Year.
I've heard that's really good too.
Yeah, it's a really good time for video games right now. We do seem to have these occasional blips where all of the soulless junk gets pushed aside for something really, or like a few games that are really good. What is that Expedition 33? I keep seeing that. Clear Obscure.
It's
like a JRPG with some like action RPG elements.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a turn-based RPG. Wow, I thought they died.
It's turn-based, and apparently it also has blocking and parrying as well. So it's kind of like a mix of both.
Wow, this looks sick.
I've not played it yet because me and Tim are waiting to pick it up on the PlayStation when we've got money and we can couch co-op it. Well, not couch co-op, but sit and play together.
I'm gonna have to wishlist this.
Yeah, I've heard it's amazing. Like I've heard nothing but good things and people raving about it.
Wow, this looks cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wishlist that. That sounds like my cup of tea. I will, if you let me, I will rant for hours about how Lost Odyssey is the last true Final Fantasy game.
Yes,
Lost
what
Odyssey
a
is
base
so
take!
good.
What a base take!
I absolutely adore Lost Odyssey. So good.
I love Lost Odyssey. It's incredible. It needs a re-release so badly.
Lost
More
Odyssey.
people need to experience that.
It was pretty good.
It was so good.
It took me a minute to interpret, Lyra, whether you were saying based take or piss take.
Oh, I'm so sorry! Because I don't know, like, are you just like a fan of turn-based RPGs in general, Ben?
Yeah, I just grew up playing loads of them, like from all the old Final Fantasy games and stuff like that. I had a Sega Mega Drive, so I played like Phantasy Star and Shining Force. Shining Force 2 still one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh my god,
yeah,
Shining Force is one of the greatest games ever.
Yeah,
greatest unknown game of all time. I think
Shining Force was the greatest Sega Genesis game of all time.
Yeah, it was truly.
1 and 2. I still go back and replay those every now and then.
Yeah. And I also played a lot of PC RPGs as well. My first memory of an RPG was a game called Castle of the Winds 2 on the PC, which is... people ask about it so often on the tip of my joystick subreddit, which is a subreddit for people who can't remember a game, so they describe it, that it's got to the point where they've considered pinning it. Like, apparently it was really widely distributed as shareware.
My mind went somewhere completely different there.
Yeah, I know.
That is a really apt name for that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first RPG I remember on PC was Lands of Lore, which was a fun one.
I think most old school PC gamers have played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 as well. Like they were the gold standard until until Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
Nah, I'm mostly a console gamer, so it's been like the Final Fantasies. I played a little bit of Fable. I couldn't get into it, but I really like turn-based stuff and being able to sit and sort of like strategize and stuff. So I love Final Fantasy X in particular. I love Persona. I love. Oh, there was one I played.
Oh, you mentioned Fable. That game, I played that over and over again. But there's this really annoying thing on it where if your health is below a certain point, the like Obi-Wan Kenobi guy, who's like your master or whatever, will just repeatedly go every like 10 seconds. He'll just say, "Your health is low. Do you have any potions or food?" And he'll just say that over and over again. And like, because you're constantly scrapping in that game, your health's always low. And after a while, it's just like, your health is low. Do you have any potions? Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I don't have any potions or food. Otherwise, I would have consumed them to shut you up.
That's like a big Navi moment from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a game called Anachronox?
Oh my god, that game is a criminally underappreciated gem.
Yep.
It is.
I love it. It's weird as hell, turn-based RPG.
It's a turn-based
Absolutely
RPG
wild
where
stuff.
one of your party members is an entire planet.
Yes.
What?
It is
All right, I
wild.
gotta look into this.
Wait,
It was
what's
so
it ca-
while it was made
what's
by
it called?
Ironstorm, and it was while they were. It was one of the 2 good Ironstorm games that they made before Daikatana ruined everything. They made Deus Ex, which is obviously a classic, and they made Anachronox, which was really well reviewed, but a commercial failure, and no one's heard of Anachronox. It's like a classic hidden gem game.
Yep, I agree. That's why I mentioned it. I remember loving it. I tried to play it again recently on like an emulator, and it just wasn't working.
Yeah, it's really difficult to get running nowadays.
I remembered what I recently played. A friend would not stop recommending me it. It was Shadow Hearts.
Shadow
it's
Hearts is great. Yeah.
Yeah, another turn-based RPG. It was
Shadow Hearts is
absolutely
actually
incredible.
it's the sequel to another really hidden gem turn-based RPG on the PlayStation called Kudelka.
Yep. Yeah, I started the second one and haven't finished that yet. I didn't get very far through, but the first one was phenomenal. It was so much fun.
Oh man, this is I've got all of these games right next to me as we speak.
We'll talk about it more later.
I mean, who else travels a lot through Britain? The Demon, because they killed me. Please do find them for me.
Confirm, not demon. I've never been to England, so.
Uh-oh. Oh, my friend's handed it. Oh, it's 69p. Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey, Ben.
Hello. So, Ryan is in a chat with Samantha, and Malashan is in a chat with Resnora.
Yes.
I am a Shugenja pointing anti-clockwise.
Oh, well, that's great. I'm a fortune teller with a yes between Resnora and Malashan.
Oh, easy. Easy game, easy life.
That's really sad if that's the case, but you know, I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. I've wanted to pick players that I thought would be, you know, like talk immediately, and Resnora and Malashan's the easiest one. I also like picking players that have very differing play styles to get better reads on if somebody may be evil. And anyways, you're the only person I'm going to tell the fortune teller. I'm going to claim some other BS and try not to die.
All right, cool.
I'm the ogre that picked you, actually. That's what I'm going to tell people.
All right, easy. Good stuff. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Van.
Hello. Can we get... Oh, I wanted to get Resnora in here as well. Malashan, how do you feel about Resnora? Do you think she's good?
I think she's good, yes.
Okay, great. How do
She
you
played
feel
wizard
about...
to me.
Okay, how do you feel about Malashan, Lyra? Do you think she's good?
I think she could be good if she gives me a hard claim.
Go on then, Malashan.
I'm the savant.
Rather you than me.
Okay.
Fair enough.
What
I
about you,
love the
Ben?
savant.
Are you good?
I'm the Shugenja pointing anti-clockwise.
Oh, that's good for me.
What way is that the clockwise? Oh, towards Dave.
It's towards me, yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah. Rip.
Lyra, what about you?
I'm the Elsa here, so I'll guess Ryan and Dave B and stuff as minions. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there is a fortune teller yes between Malashan and Resnora, just so you know.
Oh,
Of course there is. Of course there is.
So if you're the demon Malashan, you're the unluckiest one ever.
yeah. I'm fine to die. It's
You mean
fine.
You just never died.
I am fairly sure Vesno is not the demon, because she claimed wizard to me. She hard claimed wizard.
Okay.
Oh. Excellent. All right. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Resnora. How do you feel about Malashan?
She she's given me a hard claim of something that she enjoys bluffing a lot when evil.
Savant, yeah.
Yeah. But I know she doesn't do that as often anymore because I never trust her when she claims that to me. So.
Okay, well, I'm a Shugenja pointing anti-clockwise.
Wait. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be Mal. It could be Ryan or Ruth as well.
Okay. Do you feel like saying what you are?
I am claiming to be the wizard today. I will probably change that claim later, though.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright, thank you, Resnora.
You're welcome.
Ryan, let's have a chit-chat. Hello.
Hey, Ben.
How do you feel about telling me what you are?
Yeah, I could do that. As long as you hard claim back.
Of course.
Math 1.
Okay. I am the Shugenja pointing in your direction.
Okay. That is interesting. 2 people have said it might be Vortox right now.
Could be, yeah.
One person is feeling very strongly about that, but there's a Widow. I don't heard a Widow call. Leech, you know.
I've heard of a fortune teller, yes, which is often a sign of Vortox.
Yeah, could be. That's all I got. Why don't we touch base like or something?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
12 players.
It's 12.
Why is there like an odd?
Samantha seems to be having interface issues.
Hey, Ruth.
Hello.
What are
How's it
you
going?
willing to share?
I'm the savant.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. There is a... Okay, you're in a double claim, but there's a Cerenovus and a Pixie, so I guess that's fine. And a Mutant, so there's plenty of reasons for that. Okay, cool. I'm the Shugenja pointing anti-clockwise.
Okay. Shugenja anti-clockwise. Yeah. I'm not sharing my savant info today, but I will share it later.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool. Alright, bye.
Bested.
2 games in a row.
I know, right? I've never known you to draw demon 2 games in a row. Rev, let's chat tomorrow.
Yes, please.
I really haven't gained enough suspicion on me yet, so that would be very
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah. I think that'd be
Samantha's
good.
evil.
Yeah, we can fix that.
Yeah.
Hi, Beardy.
Hello, I'm waiting for the storytellers.
I'll wave at you, Beardy. Hi, Beardy.
Hey!
Here's Ekin laughing as he bluffs Savant. Yes. We're great at this, aren't we? Yes. How's that Savant bluff coming along, Ekin?
Pretty good. I learned a piece of information and then another piece of information.
So Ekin's probably the
believe
demon
that.
here because he always
Nailed
bluffs
it.
Savant or something hard.
Yeah.
People with hands up at your leisure do the public claim stuff on this script, of which there is more than one.
BD will claim Elsa here and guess Resnora as the demon, Samantha and Ben as minions.
Can I go next? Because I'm not claiming Elsa here, but my information might be useful to them.
Yes.
I am the Shugenja, pointing anti-clockwise. That's counterclockwise for the Americans. And I also have been informed by a fortune teller that there's a yes between Malashan and Resnora. Now, I will say, a lot of that points potentially towards a Vortox. And there is apparently some other evidence of Vortox. But I feel like I have to get that info out there because there is an Elsa here on this script.
I'm just gonna say I don't think it is a Vortox, which is not great for me, but I don't think it is.
It's because my token says Kazali.
On that note,
Can I go?
go.
I would like to also hear guess Resnora as the demon, and Ryan and Dave B as the minions.
Heard.
I'll also here guess Malashan is the demon, and Dave B and Samantha as minions.
Heard.
I mean, Malashan, I do have a way to prove that information is either true or false. So
Yeah, I think we should do it.
I think it's still. Go ahead.
Sorry. Lyra would like to juggle. Benby as the Shugenja, Malashan as the Savant, Beardy as the Klutz, Resnora as the Wizard, and let's see, Samantha as the Fortune Teller. And then I would like to also hear guess. I haven't thought about this one. Fuck it. Ryan as the demon. Rez and Dave as North Dave as minions, please.
Heard.
Dave of the North.
It's like King of the North, but Dave.
North Dave.
Could I quickly juggle Ben as Shigenja and Beardy as the mathematician and Milk as the dreamer and Ruth as the town crier, please?
Heard.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I have to nominate Malashan.
Can we nominate Resnora first? Is that
Yeah,
okay,
I'd rather
Ben?
nominate Rez, actually.
I can explain why.
I mean, you can nominate Resnora if you like.
Yeah, but first Ben has nominated Malashan, and then we can go to Resnora afterwards. Ben.
I mean, yeah, I've got counterclockwise, and the fortune teller's got a yes. I feel like it would be pretty crazy to not execute this, but yep, do what you got to do.
Malashan.
Yeah, like, I know it's not me. I think socially people trust me, but the information is very stacked at me being a good execution.
Okay. It will take 6 votes to put Malashan on the board. Count us now.
I will say the other end of that was also dreamed as a demon, so...
Oh, was I?
Oh, that's news to me! That's why we should probably go for Rez instead.
6 is enough. Malashan is on the board.
Sorry,
Which
Resnora, I
demon?
didn't get around to
Which
talking
demon?
to you. Leech.
The Leech.
Really? Now that is interesting. We should definitely. I changed my mind. We should kill Resnora.
Does that nominates Resnora? So.
It still nominates Resnora.
Oh yeah.
I thought who on this room would love to have some confirmation, and then JC gave me some bullshit about a mutant or a leech, and that doesn't seem like confirmation. So Resnora, if you're the mutant, you are free, and if you're the leech, well, sorry.
I'm not the leech. I am telling everybody that today I am Blizzard, so you can kill me. The game won't end. It's fine.
Well, if Rez is the wizard, then Malashan's probably not going to die anyway. But I'll run the vote. It'll take 7 to overturn, 6 to tie.
I heard enough outsiders that this has to be a Kazali game, so that would make Rez good actually. But
you
Some
Or
of
the
these people
outsiders are
might be
lying.
lying, Gekken.
yeah, there might be some outsider shenanigans going on.
I mean, we have 3 savants as well, amazingly.
And I could have sat on this information for a couple of days and waited for something to happen, but this way, everybody's happy, except probably Resnora, who may be about to die. Generally, everybody's happy.
I think it's fine.
Do you want to go make your wizard wish, Resnora?
Can I make
It's fine.
Rez,
a
get me on
juggle?
the team. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll juggle Ben as the Shugenja, Lyra as the Alcihir, Beardy as the Klutz, Milk as the Dreamer, and Resnora as the Wizard, please.
Heard. If I don't hear any more nominations, I will close the day in 10 seconds.
Yeah, but on the plus side, now I get to die and learn nothing.
Resnora is executed and dies. Good night, everybody.
Nice.
Oh, you guys! I wasn't the demon!
Were you the mutant, though?
You're the mutant, right?
Yeah, I was the mutant.
Yay.
Oh, that's one of our talks then. That's great.
See, I said Res was confirmed.
Brilliant. That means Malashan's the demon then, surely. Problem solved.
Yeah, there you go.
Problem solved.
All right, Malashan, what do you? Oh, you've got no Scarlet Woman. What are you gonna do?
If the fortune teller was to check me again, I at least know I found a red herring. That'd be useful.
You're welcome, other information rolls. I think you're gonna make it tonight.
Hey, Malashan, I thought we talked about how you shouldn't keep claiming that role when you're evil.
I mean, that's why I'm not evil, because I wouldn't bluff this as evil.
Oh, but I hear that little giggle in your voice. I think
I find this very funny.
Is the demon just sat next to the Shigenjas? It's just an unfortunate placement. Aw, I'm sorry.
And
Well,
then
one of the
Shigenja
fortune
got
teller
that
on least.
direction.
One of the fortune teller and the dreamer can hopefully confirm I'm not the demon tonight. Hopefully.
Someone was about to say something when we woke up. What does anyone
Oh,
remember what that was?
I was going to talk more about Anachronox, and I was going to tell Lyra about like how the game starts, just the very beginning. And
I just bought it.
I did in private.
because you all recommended it so highly.
It's
Oh, yeah.
69p on Steam right now.
Yeah,
I'm going to go buy it on Steam as well.
It is worth
I played it.
69 pence.
Yeah.
I've actually got it downloaded on my Steam Deck. I'm planning on playing it on a flight at some point if I can get it running. Big if, though.
I feel like it's worth 97 cents. I feel like
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can afford
It opens up with you getting punched out of a window into a nightclub.
Yeah, I say it kind of starts out like it starts as kind of like a film noir, you're a detective down in your luck thing, and then very quickly gets very weird. And
Yeah.
then it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder.
The setting for it is really cool. Wow, we're probably solely responsible for all of Steam's sales of Anachronox this evening.
Good morning, everybody. Samantha, I'm afraid, did not survive the night.
I wasn't even in a role swap or anything.
Were you the dreamer, Samantha?
No, I was the mathematician.
Ooh, interesting.
I've heard another mess who said they were in a roll swap.
Yeah.
We should look into that.
Okay, I'm just gonna. All
up?
three of the people anti-clockwise to me are in double claims.
One of them should have a bluff.
So I'm gonna say, for Town's benefit, I am the actual Shugenja, so I think Ben might be my pixie or just evil.
Yeah, I'm evil. Just believe Ekin.
Let me
Ekin's the real Shugenja.
There's a pixie. Yeah.
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
definitely.
See you later.
I believe you, Ekin.
Hey,
we believe you, Ekin.
We do know that there's not.
What do you think about that then, Ryan? Samantha the magician.
The magician? Oh,
mathematician even.
Yeah, she gave me that claim day one. We were first chat.
Do you disagree with that?
I do not. I
Okay,
think,
so
Math
do you
one-
feel like telling me what you are then?
Sure. How about we go with seamstress?
I think you're just a minion without a bluff, aren't you?
No, I'm just the seamstress, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe you're the one that I'm being pointed towards, because Malashan is reading quite good.
Mel is reading fairly good. So's Ruth. Is there any other poisoning? You could be sat next to Odashi, even Dave, or something like that.
I could be the leech hosts. I could be widow poison. There's a million of those things.
I think you're leech host. But yeah.
If you think I'm the leech host, then why aren't you telling me what you are?
I said I don't think you could be Leech Host.
Oh, okay, right.
I feel like that's unlikely. Yeah, I'm the Seamstress. I haven't used it yet.
Okay. All right. I don't believe you because you've already lied to me, but okay. Thank
Fair.
you. You the Serenovus, Ryan?
What's
You
the
are, you've
farmer
got to tell me.
Trying to die at night.
Hello.
Hello. Beardy's probably the Serenovus.
Who is?
Beardy.
Oh, okay. What did you see him as?
The Serenovus or the farmer. He claimed
Really?
Elsa here. Yeah, he claimed Elsa here. Then I said, did you want to tell me what your real role is? And then he said Klutz. And I said, okay, bye, Serenovus. And then I left.
Ekin juggled him as the Klutz. Yeah, I think Ekin's probably the juggler.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, okay, let's...
Malashon, I think, could just genuinely be the demon.
I think that's entirely possible.
In
yeah.
a really cursed setup with the Shugenja, like, pointing straight at her.
Yeah, that would be rough. I mean, no one's had a Widow ping, right?
No Widow ping.
Okay,
no...
so it's probably Wizard Serenovus then.
Wizard Serenovus seems right, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, imagine giving Harpy Serenovus, right? Like, that's not much for the evil team to go off of.
I don't know. It can be, if used correctly, Harpy can be absolutely devastating.
Yeah, but just like you probably want to give him like varied, abilities maybe.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Thank you.
So yeah, see ya.
All right, Ben, let's chat real
I'll
quick.
tell somebody.
If it's a Vortox, the Vortox is literally Dave B.
Okay, why's that?
I checked you and Dave B, and I got a no.
Yeah, I don't think it's Vortox.
I don't think it is either. I think that, and there was a town crier no yesterday, so you can't be a minion or a demon. So yeah, I'm just an ogre that picked a good player. That's crazy.
Yeah. What? Are you really the ogre?
No, but that's what I'm telling people.
Back onto that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got to kill Malashon.
Yeah,
the Dreamers dreamt Beardy as the Serenovus, and Ekin's definitely Saramad, so that's also.
I heard Ekin's claiming something other than what he told me he was yesterday. He did hard claim to me for what
Ekin is all.
I believed it.
From what I've deduced, I've not even spoken to Ekin. From what I've deduced, he's the juggler, and
I got seamstress from him, so it's possible he lied. But
okay.
Yeah.
Either way, he's definitely Saramad. But I think we should kill Malashon.
Yeah, let's do it.
Beardy, let's have a chat.
Hello, Ben.
Hello. So, I bet you spotted that Ekin was the probably the real juggler after that juggle and decided to make him Saramad. You must be pretty pleased with yourself.
Why does everyone... I mean, I know why everyone thinks I'm the Serenovus, but I'm not. If I am, I lucked into a very open bluff because I was sitting in town square with Ekin, Lyra, and Malashon, maybe? I don't know, at the end of day one when everyone went off to private chats and I claimed my role immediately to them. So if I'm Serenovus, I lucked into the bluff pretty easily.
I mean, Klutz is a pretty sensible bluff to have, I think. As a minion, like, no one else is going to claim it, and you can always say that, I was just trying to attract a demon kill.
I don't want to die I don't know how to attract a demon kill. I want to know who's good so I can pick them. So I don't want to die early.
Is Klutz really what you're bluffing then, Beardy?
No, Klutz is really what I am.
Yeah, so you're not trying to attract the demon because you're the farmer?
No.
Okay.
I'm not the farmer.
But you've been dreamed as the farmer or the Serenovus?
I've been dreamed as the farmer. Oh, wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Should have told JC what you were bluffing, Beardy. Apparently he's the only person here who doesn't know it.
That's very interesting that I've been dreamed as a farmer. Okay. I won't pick milk then. That's good to know. Good. All right. Thanks, Ben.
Bye.
Sure.
Oh no, we're running out of time.
Oh no!
welcome back, everybody. I'll give you a minute or two for public chit chat and then open noms.
Does anybody else think that Beardy's sign is going to have to change after this game?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think
Maybe.
I think he's evil.
I don't
yeah.
know because before
There's a glare. I can't even read it.
What does
It
it say?
says games since last evil.
Is that a 1?
Milk.
One, I was
before
good last game.
Milk, before you popped into that chat, I was feeling really good about my conversation with Beardy and the claim that he gave me, and then you popped into that chat, and then I don't feel so good about it anymore.
I could be widow poison. Does anybody want to claim to have heard a widow's call? Beardy, maybe?
For what it's worth, my Shugenja information points at Milk, and I suspect the self-poisoning widow game.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that Milk is the widow. It would be the #1 candidate, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There is a town crier no on him apparently, so he would be the demon with an access to a widow.
Unless it's Vortox, in which case...
And
that's it.
Yeah.
Milk is pointing back at Beardy being the Serenovus
Yep.
with his Dreamer info.
Ah.
Yeah, and you get me as a good
Yeah,
roll that
thought
I
that might
got.
interest you, Ekin. I nominate Malashan.
First of all, Lyra had her hand up, so I'll just take that after
No,
that.
sorry, it can possibly wait. Hang on. It can wait. It can wait.
Okay, so Ben nominates Malshan.
Okay, so my pretend Shugenja information, because Ekin's the real Shugenja, is pointing in Malashan's direction. But also, our fortune teller has a yes on Malashan. Between Malashan and Resnora, Resnora's dead, and has a no between 2 other people, so it's probably not a Vortox. So I think we have to kill Malashan.
Malashan, what do you think about that?
I think it's fine. I don't think social leaves make sense, but the information's pointing at me. I think Dave B might actually be the demon, but we can come back to that later. We've got loads of time.
Hang on a minute, Malashan. Are you saying that you've socially read yourself as good, and therefore this socially doesn't make sense?
I think everyone I've spoken to has got a good social read on me in this game, but that was true the last game, and I was the stumble. So,
Weren't you the
Malashan's
Zombul
had a
claiming
word with
earlier?
themselves, convinced that they're good.
Lyra.
Lyra would like to also hear guess that Malashan is the demon, Beardy is a minion, and Dave B is a minion.
Heard.
That, I think, is probably quite close.
You gotta swap me out, unfortunately.
The
but
real
you won't.
guess is
I will also hear.
Do we?
Yeah.
I will also here guess that Dave B is the demon with Beardy and Ryan as minions.
Heard.
That sounds closer to me. Can I nominate Dave B?
Yeah, absolutely. Ekin nominates Dave B. Please tell us why.
I think there's a chance that Milk is just good and Root is the person in my Shugenja information, and there's some savant information pointing towards Dave B as Root's demon.
Dave.
I don't mind. I can go at any time. If you want to clear the world, that's fine.
Hear that, Dave? That's Cerberus waiting for you at the gates of hell.
I know. I'm scared.
That's going to get you, Dave.
I'll be honest, I do have a feeling like I might be leech hosted here.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I have. I mean, socially, I am reading good, but I think I think I could be leech hosted.
There is a math 1 on night 1.
I also am more. The Vortox world is more possible than I thought. It does require Milk to have access to a widow, but I do.
It would mean that I'm specifically evil, right?
No chance Milk poisons himself as the widow.
No, absolutely
I
not.
think that
Sorry.
it's very unlikely that he comes out swinging so hard with a non-Vortox world if the demon is a Vortox, because that really puts the demon in a box, and I don't think he makes that play as a
I don't think it
widow.
is a Vortox because I don't think Milk is evil and Milk cold called Resnora's character.
Yeah.
If I don't hear any other nomination, I'll close the day in 10 seconds.
Maybe big brain play. Maybe Resnora and I are evil together.
Thank you for
I
killing
nominate
me.
Beardy.
Dave nominates Beardy. Please tell us why.
That was Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh, was it Ryan?
Yeah,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
Ryan,
Dave
Malashan's
didn't-
minion, who nominated Beardy.
Sorry, Dave's text box lit up. Ryan, please tell us why.
Mostly minion panic. I think Mal is definitely good this game, and so we should kill someone who's been dreamt incorrectly. But we kind of trust. Let's kill Beardy instead, who's probably just evil. Can always come back to Mal, right?
Beardy, your defense.
Ryan isn't a double claim with the dead player, so that kind of, than trying to push on me makes me seem more good. Thanks, Ryan. But you can clear me out now, but I've been drifted as a minion, not as a demon, so you're definitely not killing a demon by trying to knock me off here.
It will take 6 to
Not killing
tie.
minion.
Execute Beardy.
Yeah, where I come
mean-
from, to knock someone off has a different meaning.
Yes. Yes. Same thing.
If it is a
Jesus,
Vortex,
Sarah.
Beardy
No,
could
it's not
still be a
someone up,
demon.
Ben.
Oh, I've heard both.
Off as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Beardy is knocked in no direction for the time being. Malashan remains on the block. Closing day in 10 seconds.
How's that oniony picnic, Ryan?
Fine with Mal die.
Can I make a public request for the Serenovus to choose me tomorrow? Thank you.
It'd be fun to do.
Malashan is executed and dies.
Oh.
Damn.
There you go. Not the demon.
Really?
I love
So we
faking
really
out by
had
just doing a
All
sigh.
right, Ryan, you're
I hear
next.
You, JC, you got me.
Demon, kill me at night so I don't have to go through that.
Beardy, can you make me Serenovus mad as something that would discover you're the Serenovus, please?
I think that is quite likely, actually.
Yeah.
The dreamer.
He's just a little guy. Leave him alone. He's just a little guy.
He's just a little
Yeah.
brain.
I'm just a banana guy. Don't worry about it.
Banana Man. He's come at last.
Oh my god, Banana Man. I forgot about that.
I know.
Mhm.
Eric something.
How's that
What was his
for-
name? Eric what?
Eric Kripke, I think.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Banana Man.
Oh, speaking of throwbacks, I had a friend do a picture of like someone like Clippy from old Microsoft Word in like an outfit. It was really strange, but I was like, oh my god, that's a throwback and a half. I
It's
miss
Eric
Clippy, he was
Wimp.
cool.
His name is Eric Wimp. Who's Eric Kripke?
That rings a bell.
Oh, Eric Kripke is the writer that created Supernatural. I knew I'd seen that name written down a bunch of times. Oh, he also made The Boys as well.
Yep. Which is amazing.
I've read the comic book of The Boys.
Oh yeah, it's all amazing. The show is very good too.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I might download that onto my Steam Deck and watch it on my next plane ride.
It's so good, but very depressing since it's basically American politics.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty faithful adaptation of what's going on for real right now.
Yeah, I remember when it was on, I read articles about how lots of conservatives were identifying with the villain without realizing it.
What, Homelander? Yeah.
They're like, wait a minute, they're making fun of us. Like, you just now realize this? It's been like 3 seasons.
The character Stormfront, like, oof, yikes. This is
Yeah.
a little too on the nose here.
Anachronox's peak monthly players on Steam for the last 10 years is 20 people.
Yeah, well done those 20.
Yeah, but not tonight, baby.
We can beat that. Let's go.
About to be 21.
Yeah, if you own Anachronox, please play it in 30 minutes so that we can say we bumped his
Right.
players up.
Good morning, everybody. I'm afraid that Dave might be fearless, but he's also lifeless.
Oh.
Braxton?
That's fine. I was the ogre they picked, Ben.
Shocker, everybody. I was Serenova's mad yesterday as the Shugenja.
I am shocked and appalled at this information.
Dave,
So
you're the
this
ogre
is-
who picked Ben.
This is news to me.
I trust.
Are you the juggler?
No.
Oh, okay. What were you really?
Only Beardy knows my real role, so I'm surprised I'm not dead yet. I'm the Plague Doctor.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's right. I think it's a Kazali game if Beardy is
Yeah,
good
I
and
can
Dave
believe
is
that.
good. So if Milk ever dreams a Kazali, we should try to kill them. Unless Milk is evil, then
I think that there is I think it's becoming increasingly possible that Milk's a self-poisoning widow.
Yeah, I mean, he has been seen as a town crier, no, so that would mean like the town crier is evil with him, or is Leech host and is evil with like other outsiders. The world is very narrow.
Yeah, there's a really nightmarish world as well where the ogre picks the widow, but the ogre also got the widow pick.
I mean, that would create a new widow ping, so I don't think that's the
That's
case.
true, yeah. That's a good point, yeah. Very good point.
I have told a few people I'm the seamstress, a few people I'm the farmer, but BOD knew I was the plague doctor, and I'm surprisingly still alive. So
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Is Ryan really in a double claim with
Ryan was in a
with
double
that
claim. He then backed down to something else, and I don't know. He just seems really cagey and weird, but he is normally like that. To be fair.
I mean, your information could just be pointing at Ryan, not Melashan.
Yeah, entirely possible.
And Melashan might be the red herring to the fortune teller, or is it just evil, not evil, and the fortune teller is evil? I don't know.
Yeah, all very
I think
viable worlds.
Ryan is the current blank on my Grim, so I kind of want to kill Ryan because that usually means evil.
He's claiming seamstress that hasn't used it.
Interesting. Okay, that's that sounds evil to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's put some pressure on him. And if he ends up using it, then we can act on it, or yeah, eliminate the world that he is evil and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
Alright,
Cheers.
thanks.
My dog is invisible.
Your invisible dog is getting.
I suspect Akin has just been made mad again, but this time as the Plague Doctor.
Hi.
Someday these things will like animate a dog for you as well.
I need to get like a plush one to go with my model.
Hello. You said you'd heard of 3 savants day one. Is that still
Yeah,
the
it
case?
was you, Ruth, and someone else. Who was the other person? Was it Akin at the time, I think?
Interesting. Maybe I should speak to Ekin.
Yeah, no, Akin's changed his claim now. It's just you and Ruth that are claiming Savant.
Interesting.
I mean, there is a pixie on the script.
Yeah, I was the pixie.
Oh, you were the pixie Savant?
Yeah, and nobody else seems to be claiming it, which does suggest either Vortox or I'm no Dashi poisoned.
Well,
which I don't think it's
see if
you.
you
I
can get a
think
chat
it's
with
Ryan,
Ruth.
if anyone. Yeah, I'll see if I can... Ruth was so mad as a savant, she said. She said she wasn't really the savant.
Interesting. Okay.
That Ryan was dreamt as Nodashi as well. So
I think
that's kind of my
that's
world right
quite
now.
possibly it, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Minutes as usual, Bailey.
I would like to advocate for my death today. Everyone's building me as Serenova's Worlds. I am just the klutz, however, and I will be picking Ben if we do kill me today. And then this will prove that I'm not Serenova's when more people are Serenova's mad in the future.
I have a better kill.
Okay.
Milk.
Would anyone like to know the Dreamer information from last night?
Yes.
I learned that Ryan is either the mathematician or the no Dashi.
Oh,
As I said to Ben, I believe that.
Yeah.
I'm actually the fortune teller, not the ogre. I don't want to confuse. I didn't know there was a balloonist that saw me in one of their pings, so I'm just gonna out my information. Night 1, yes, between Rez and Mal. Night 2, no, between Ben Burns and Dave B. So unless Dave, if it's a Vortox, that's specifically Dave B. If we trust Ben's information,
That makes the balloonists look very bad, I think.
Bad
Agreed.
balloonist.
Sorry, balloonist.
I think it makes Dave be the Vortox or Ryan Odashi.
Can I nominate?
One of those two is true.
Oh, it's time to get us both.
Yeah, by all means, Ben.
I nominate Ryan.
Ben nominates Ryan. Please tell us why.
I am a Shugenja pointing anti-clockwise. Milk is a dreamer that saw Ryan as an Odashi. Malashan is a pixie savant, and there doesn't appear to be a savant.
Awesome.
Ryan.
I am good this game. I am the seamstress. I told Samantha the first chat of the game, and then went around claiming Samantha's role for the rest of the day, just because I thought it'd be fun spreading the Math 1 information. I claimed Farmer to a couple people as well. Last night I used my seamstress ability, so I'm fine dying, but we're killing a good, and I think we probably have 3 evil alive currently. Milk's information doesn't work, so Milk is either self-poisoning Widow or Nodashi poisoned, for several reasons. Last night, it's worth me outing. I checked Ruth and Lyra and I got a yes. I've told both of them that, and I've told Samantha that. Fine dying here, but town is on the wrong track, and I think we still have 3 people alive. So do with that what you will.
It will take 4.
It is a lot of this lines up in a world where Dave is a Vortox, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of this works.
And I'm fine to go as
Resnora is
well.
not the mutant. Resnora is just some other role.
Oh,
votes
you
in
mean like I'm the wizard?
Yeah,
Why
like
did
you're the
someone
wizard.
drop on that?
One person dropped on that. It was me.
Well,
That's
no,
fine.
Ben and Milk both
Wizard is
dropped.
fine.
I never put my hand up on it. I was holding on it. This seems wrong. And
Yeah.
Ryan
Does
sounds
it?
like good Ryan. Ryan sounds like good Ryan. I've got Beardy's roll wrong. I've got Ryan's roll wrong. I've got Resnora's roll right. That's just Vortox, and Resnora is in league with the Vortox.
Or Ruth is the Nodashi.
Or Ruth
Yeah.
or Ekin could be a
Exactly right.
Nodashi.
Yeah, both those.
Where Milk is
Uh,
just evil.
Ryan
fun
probably
part
won't die
is-
today anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it.
In that world where Ruth is, or Ekin is Nodashi, I could see Beardy the Cerenovus making Ruth and Ekin fellow minions Ceramad.
Hey,
I'll
We
nominate
don't
Ekin.
have evidence of another minion.
Thank
That's
you,
the
honey.
problem.
So, do I hear a nomination?
Yeah, Dave nominates Ekin.
Dave B nominates Ekin. Please tell us why.
Because they nominated me yesterday and I want revenge.
Fair and reasonable. Ekin.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, so give it a couple of days. I'm not a big deal.
4 to tie, 5 to move it to Ekin.
And John, that just
Ryan,
brings us to it.
if Ruth is the Nodashi, then how do you explain Malashan being the pixie to a non-existent savant?
0 is not enough.
Oh,
Mal could be.
I
evil.
didn't hear that either.
Yeah, that's what Ben said.
So, okay, I
It's
missed
part
it.
of the
Then
reason why
Vortox?
you're suspicious as an Odashi.
Then
That was-
Vortox, I think. I was thinking
Yeah.
Mal read very good
I think
day 1 and 2.
the second most likely world after you being an Odashi is Dave being the Vortox, right?
Yeah, and we
Yes.
have time to kill us both.
Yeah.
The problem is I think we're both good. So
Yeah.
and we have 3 people alive, and that's a problem for me. And I'm putting Ben in good camps as well. So that leaves 1. Okay, Ruth and Lyra are not on the same team. My seamstress information's wrong. I think 1 of 2 ways then.
Wouldn't Dave B have to be the demon because of in a Vortox world because of the combination of the fortune teller and Shigenja info?
And Shigenja.
DP would
Yeah.
have to be evil, not necessarily the demon.
Fortune
Dave,
teller.
I gotta
no.
know. I gotta
Dave-
know. And
Dave B, depending on how JC runs this, does the red herring read as a no in a Vortox game, JC? Is that how you run it?
Malashan is sounding incredibly staticky to me. Is that anyone else or just me?
I
No,
think
that's
it's
just you.
Just you.
It's going
Okay.
around.
I will
got
refresh.
kicked, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
It was
that's your answer,
staticky
Malashan.
before I refreshed.
Mal, could you try saying something for me now?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes. That's much.
I was asking if you run fortune teller in a Vortox game where there's a red herring no, or if it's only the demon that will be a no.
I run the red herring counts as a demon and therefore gets a no.
So Dave could be the red herring, and it could be like Lyra Vortox, Res Wizard, Beardy, or actually probably Beardy, Vortox, Lyra, and Res minions, or possibly Ekon minion. That works with all the info, like all the evil stacked over there.
I think either way, we should probably execute Ryan because we'll just keep coming back to it if we don't. And he is just claiming to be a spent seamstress.
Ryan is
Ryan
on the block,
off
right?
the block?
Yes, right. Sorry, when I refreshed, I think
Yeah.
it removed. Ryan is on the block with 4
Cool.
votes.
That's fine.
Although he probably won't die, so it's fine.
Okay, that makes me think Rez really.
Okay, there's
is.
a wizard because JC keeps saying he probably won't die.
Yeah, that
Oh,
feels
that's
like
right. Yes, it is
wizard.
twice.
He said
Yeah.
it twice
There's a
about
leash
Reznora
somewhere.
He said it
specifically.
on Malashon earlier in the game, didn't they?
Okay, I think the wizard can't die.
I think the wizard has to be
Closing the
dead.
day if I don't hear another nomination in 10 seconds.
I think we should. I mean, I think
We
we have
say
3 people
Malashon
alive,
is on the block day
and
one.
I'm on the block.
JC specifically
Ryan
keeps saying.
nominates Ruth.
Ryan nominates Ruth. Please tell us why.
Hasn't Ryan already nominated? Oh no, he hasn't. No, sorry.
Nope.
Carry on, Ryan.
I have not. There's only 4 on me. I am good. I'm fine dying if people are really gonna bark up this tree for days on end. I do think we have 3 evil alive. I do have a seamstress note between Ruth and Lyra in several worlds. That doesn't work. Ruth's
I thought you
information
had the
doesn't
seamstress,
work.
Yes.
You said yes before.
Okay, sorry. Yes with Vortox is what I meant. Or yes with no Dashi. Either way, I think it's more likely my information's incorrect. Which is why I think they're on opposite teams. I don't think I'm going to convince Towns to do that, which is fine. We can just die.
Ruth?
You can kill me tomorrow if you need to. I would kind of like to kill Ryan. I think that you're evil.
Yeah, I think Ryan's panicking.
Okay, it says 4 votes, but it will be 5 to execute, 4 to tie. Countdown starts now.
I guess the question is, though, is Ryan panicking because he's evil or because he thinks we're going to lose?
I think it's more likely Milk is evil and we're barking up the wrong tree there. Milk knows I'm good, which is why Milk is supporting that. I feel like... I mean, I'm just going to die, which is okay, but we need to make worlds. I think that...
Closing day in
I'll
10
nom Dave
seconds.
I'll nom Dave B.
Oh, Milk noms Dave B. Please tell us why.
Shigenja world, in the Shigenja world where it's Vortox, and I do think it's reasonable to think that Reznor is evil and my info is Vortoxed. Dave B is likely evil.
Okay. Dave, your defense.
Again, if we have time to clear the world of both, I'm fine to die at any time.
Okay, it will take 4 to tie.
Like, I'm
5
fine to
move
die
to-
now, but like when we start getting into like the last 3 or 4 players, I'm gonna fight for my life.
Have there been any Elsevier guesses today?
Not that I remember. I don't think so.
Beardy's just got to be evil, right?
1 is not enough.
I'll make an answer here, guess. I'll guess that Ryan is a minion, and Milk is a minion, and Lyra is the demon.
Heard. Bye.
I think that the wizard wished to not be able to die to confuse us about Leech Worlds.
I think that's possible.
Ryan is executed. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I think
Ryan
Ryan
die?
is the wizard.
I guess
didn't
not die.
die.
Ryan doesn't die, no.
I think
Oh,
Ryan
wow,
is the
it's
wizard
fine.
who wished to not die to confuse us about Leech Worlds, but it's not a Leech game, probably.
Okay, so Ryan is evil.
Yep.
Mark Ryan down as the leech for now.
I just don't think it's a Leech game.
If Ryan's
Like
the
all-
wizard who made them, who is trying to make themselves seem like a leech, first of all, why fight that hard to die? Because Ryan wants that information to come out so that it obfuscates what's going on. And B, that's a really bad idea, because if we end up in a final 3 with Ryan the demon and a good player, then there's 33% more chance that we're going to kill the demon.
I mean, can you explain why JC said like 5 times? If they're the wizard, I wouldn't worry about it. They're probably not going to die.
Yeah, I agree.
With the
Thanks,
demon.
Ryan.
It's part of the wizard indication. It's Wizard Cerenovus. I mean, we didn't have any indication of anything else. Good team. I would encourage you to build worlds where I'm good, because I am. Fine if you build worlds where I'm able also, but also please keep in mind worlds where I'm good, and don't just bark up evil worlds, because we'll lose at that point.
Okay, well, either way, tomorrow we got to kill Beardy or Dave B, right? They're the 2 next big candidate.
I think if it's a Vortox Worlds, we're really looking at Dave B.
Yeah, if it's Vortox, it has to be Dave B. Or me.
Or he's my red herring. Yeah, or you, Ben.
Here's the problem: the lack of death on me. Why would a wizard do that? What's the bonus there? Unless the demon can't die the first time we execute them as well.
The fact that we're having this ridiculous conversation is the bonus.
Yeah, wizard.
I mean,
misdirection,
JC did
right?
specifically say if they're the wizard, I wouldn't worry about it. They're probably not going to die. Like that is the phrase that JC said 5 times.
I agree, and I think it's Dave and I, and so probably one good person, me and Dave, are probably the two people who can't die. Is my guess.
That's a weird wizard wish.
Well, that's the price. I think the price is that one good player can't die as well.
I think the price is JC is giving us lots of hints about it.
Yeah,
but I swear JC said it on day one as well.
Yeah, he said it twice about Resnora.
He did, yes.
Was it about
Resnora? But Resnora
But
died.
Resnora's not the wizard.
I thought it was when Malachon was on the block, but maybe.
Yeah,
it was
guys,
no.
I'm not the wizard. I'm just.
No, because I
died.
remember because it was when Resnora was saying that she was the wizard. It was when she was
I know
claiming
the
it,
wish.
and JC said, if she's the wizard, don't worry about it. She's probably not going to die.
I know the wish. I think the wish is that the players who claim wizard might not die.
Ben has died in the night. So many people are staticky for me, so I'm going to refresh.
I think that the static is the clue.
Was I staticky then?
No. I'm saying I think you pretending to be staticky is the clue.
We definitely have a Sarah Novus in play. Whoever I claimed juggler to yesterday, I'm not the juggler.
Okay, my baked potato's been in the oven for too long now. I'm gonna turn it down. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
For folks' benefit, I am the also here. I'm gonna try to make a guess towards the end of today again.
I think I need to just go get socials on people. You, Milk, you're the only one around.
Okay. What do you guys think's happening?
Yeah. Dave B. Vortox works. If it's not Dave B. Vortox, I think like all the evils have to be over the right hand side. It has to be like Ekambirian Lyra or Ekambirian Rez.
Is Dave B. Vortox the sequel to Johnny Be Good? Who's Dave B talking to? Ekin. Who's Sarah Novus mad right now?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna come out and say it.
No, but I mean, who was Sarah Novus mad yesterday? Because
Lyra was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you were turning your potato down, Lyra said she was mad as a juggler yesterday.
Right. Okay.
Or the Elsa here, I think she, whatever she was claiming yesterday. I forget if it's juggler or Elsa here, but
She was coming juggler yesterday, I
Yeah.
guess.
unless the wish was like Ryan, the no dash, he can't die the first time that he's executed or something, then it's not Ryan. That seems.
Malachon, can we talk?
Hello, Dave.
Yeah.
You are the only blank on my grim.
Town Crier. I've gotten straight no's the entire game. The only people who have not yet nominated are Lyra, Ruth, and Beardy.
I mean, I could completely believe that those three contain both the minions, actually.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't know who. I don't have anything pointing at a demon though. I guess I kind of trust that Ryan was a wizard save more than I trust that Ryan was the demon.
Yeah, I mean, I have to assume Ryan is evil because of my Shugenja info.
If that's the case, well, then what was Malachon?
Just the pixie.
I don't. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I hadn't had a conversation with Mal.
I mean, but also, you know, you could just be the Vortox. Either way.
Yes, and I'm happy to die, although I'm going to claim Wizard and not die. That's what I'm going to do if I'm nominated.
Okay. Well, I mean, it'll
And
be
hope
worth
it was a
testing
wish.
that. It'll be worth testing that, to be fair.
I mean, I'm happy to be put on the block. I'm going to be killed now versus later.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Which tracks?
Yeah. Which track?
You can trust that at least, Beardy, I am safe, but which would give us a lot of information.
I don't trust that at all. But it's something I'll consider.
Samantha, take it away.
Yeah. So it's really looking like, unless someone can paint another world for me, either Dave B specifically is the Vortox, or Ruth specifically is the Nodashi who poisoned Malachon through Ryan the Wizard. Anyone else have competing worlds in those two?
I have a question about that, actually, what you just said. So if DB is the Vortox, let's entertain this world for a second. Why does he kill Ben, the only other person that's with him in a fortune teller? No. Like, what? Like, why kill him? He's like, it's a 50-50, right? Maybe Ben's just the Vortox too.
I don't think anybody here realistically thinks I'm evil, honestly.
I guess.
That's not a demon candidate.
Yeah. Ben, I have a real quick question about that, actually. I'm sorry to interrupt everybody else. It's just kind of relevant. Are you the Pixie or the Serenovus?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm the Shugenja.
Okay, great. That's all.
I'm assuming that's what you dreamt me as.
Yeah. Which is why... Hands.
Yeah, hands.
Why does Dave...
Dave B, you want to go?
Oh, sorry. I must have to refresh because I didn't hear anybody call on me. Give me a second.
No, I was just letting people talk.
Nobody's calling you Dave. This is why the hands system
I
doesn't really work very
Right,
well.
fine. I thought maybe JC had called and I just didn't hear it. I just have a nomination when we're able. But
Can I make an also here guess before the nominations?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll guess Ryan as the demon and Root and Beardy as minions, please.
I don't think Beardy is a minion.
I would also like to make an answer here guess. I took a day off yesterday, don't worry about it. I'd like to guess Dave B as the demon, Ruth as a minion, and Beardy as a minion, please.
Heard.
I think if you'd have replaced Ruth or Beardy with Ryan there, you might have won Lyra.
Maybe.
Matt?
Dave B could be the Vortox, but I don't think he is, because that would mean that Vesnora is probably the wizard, and I don't... Maybe I'm going to get egg on my face here, but I don't socially think Rez is the wizard, so I think it's much more likely that Ruth is the Nodashi poisoning me through Ryan and Minion, and Milk is Nodashi poisoned and getting a mix of good info and bad info.
Why does Dave B being the Vortox necessitate Rez being the wizard?
Because she wouldn't be the wizard, she'd have to be a different evil, actually. Because she was dreamed as the wizard and the mutant, and she's hard claiming mutant. So if Dave B's the...
No, she was dreamt as the
yes, a wizard. So yeah, so it would be... because she told me she was the wizard day one. That might be a lie, but like she did hard claim...
I think she's just...
To be clear, I told you I was claiming wizard day one and would change the claim to something probably a townsfolk day.
And that's right. In a Vortox game, she's evil because she's claiming to be the mutant. She was dreamed as the mutant.
Right.
So I don't think it's a Vortox game for that reason.
To be honest with you, Mal, there's nothing stopping Milk from being the third minion who started off trying to actually give legit Dreamer info and then realised we're going to start building Vortox worlds and pivots into that.
Dave, did you?
Yeah, I am going to nominate myself, actually. One, to clear the potential world, because we are going to tunnel on me in Final 3, which would suck. And as well, there's actually a world where my information is wrong, and I might actually just be a leech host. Some of you know my info, so yeah. If we're going to do it, might as well do it now. And I am not claiming wizard in any way, shape, or form for some random not going to die things.
Okay, yeah, we'll take 4 votes.
I think this is a gambit and we should put this on the block.
That's fine.
Can you share your info, Dave?
I'll put it on the block, but I don't think... Ben, don't use your...
5 is enough. Dave B is marked for execution.
I mean, it's really looking like it's probably not a Vortox world.
No, it's fine.
The problem is
it's fine. Now that I've used my vote, I can make my baked potato.
Yes, Liz?
No, it's fine. Because I am the wizard. So you do have egg on your face.
Is the wizard wish that the Serenovus can make people mad that they're the wizard? That would be a brilliant wizard wish.
That's one I haven't seen yet.
Is there a world where Ruth or Milk or Lyra is the Vortox? Why are we just saying it's Dave? I think Dave is just good.
Yeah,
Too willing to die. I feel like so many votes that I put it at 4, got overvoted. I feel like we could leave it here, but I think we're probably still have 3 evil alive, which is a problem for me.
If we're going to move it, it's going to require yet more ghost votes.
Fair. I mean, there are 6 good alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 alive. So,
as far as I'm concerned, Ryan, if you are good, then Dave has to be the demon. From my perspective,
I think there's another world because Dave's too willing to die. I don't know what that is. I am good, but I feel like Dave.
Imagine how brutally unlucky it would be if you are the Vortox who neighbors a Shugenja, who neighbors a Pixie, who neighbors the minion. So basically, any direction that I'm going in there, I'm going to start pushing on evils. Is that what's happened, Dave?
It's fine to leave, though.
I'm fine.
I mean, this nomination seems a bit pointless to me, but if we don't hear any more, I'll close the day in 10 seconds.
Fuck you, JC.
Oh,
In the nicest way. How dare you?
4, 3, 2, 1. Dave B is executed. Good night, everybody.
Oh, really?
What? It's like...
Is it something super simple, like just each day a player of this character type cannot die by execution or something?
Is it maybe even like each evil player the first time they get executed they don't die?
Ryan, were you the first person to be nominated the day before yesterday?
I don't remember. Probably.
Is it the first person who is nominated can't die by execution?
Maybe.
And then Ryan nominates... Did Ryan nominate themselves?
No, I nominated. No.
Yeah.
I think you nominated Ryan.
Yeah, I
actually.
nominate Ryan.
Yeah.
Dave nominates himself because he knows that it's not going to go through.
Wasn't Mal the first person nominated the day we exited?
But we don't know when the Wizard Wish happened.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. This time I'm doing it intentionally. And also, was I doing it intentionally?
Oh,
was
okay.
bad.
I've got great news, everybody. I'm either the mutant or the leech.
Okay. I was Sarah mad yesterday as the Elsa here. I'm actually the plague doctor, so now
come
JC
on!
has
you awful.
Can we just surrender to the evil team? And then I can go eat my potato.
Wait a minute.
I'm quite happy for this town to be overrun by demons.
It might just be Cernal that's mad right now.
I'm actually I'm not
Ekin claimed Plague Doctor to me a few days ago.
Yeah.
I think right. Day 1, and I've known that since day 1, so I was evil. Ekin probably would have died a lot earlier.
Yes, you are right, Rez. Milk just claimed to have broken the rules.
Okay.
So he's probably evil.
Yeah.
Wait, he broke the rules?
Yeah.
He claims to have dreamed himself.
Anyway, I'm going to put all my info in chat.
He may have just been joking, but he said he dreamt himself as the mutant or the leech. Like, and then
So, Milk, you dreamt yourself as the mutant or the leech?
Made a mistake.
Yeah, you did. You done goofed.
Oh wait, that could have been the Wizard Wish.
Probably picked somebody else instead. Not gonna worry about it too.
You saying it's probably fine?
Look, let's just say someone made a mistake, and I'm not gonna point out whose mistake it was.
he can get away with it. It's fine.
We should probably just kill me in a hurry. I'm just the leech though, so it's fine. Well, I mean, there's 2 people who we've tried to kill who haven't died. So, do we want to deal with that or no?
I mean,
no.
I'm now my attention is squarely on you, Milk. So,
Well, it would be you being an evil player and all.
I'm not.
But you're not the mutant.
I am the mutant.
No, that doesn't.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I think I would remember something like that. Maybe a dreamer could check you and find out.
If we had one. If only.
Yeah, if only we had one.
He's having milky dreams.
Ew.
No, Ben.
I'm glad you're dead now.
It's a good time.
Hey, it happens to all
If you were
teenage
alive,
boys.
I'd known you for
Don't
that.
shame him.
That's right. That's right. One day, many years ago. I'm an old man now, though, so it doesn't work so good anymore, you know?
This is what
I'm
Wizard
sorry
does to
hear
games.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Milk.
That's okay, don't worry. They make medicine for that.
They do.
So you having a fun game, Ben? Everything going okay over there?
Who, me?
Yeah. Enjoying
Yeah,
yourself?
I'm having a gay old time. I don't even. Well, I've not got a vote anymore, so I'm not even. All I'm doing is just. I'm basically a spectator. It's brilliant. I have no
You know what, buddy?
responsibility whatsoever.
I'll give you my vote. You can have my vote for the rest of the game.
I don't think it works that way.
In the next night phase, I'm going to go get my baked potato. It's going to be epic.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
good baked potato sounds really
Then we're going to turn this into an ASMR dinner stream.
Just eat it real close to the mic.
So I know at some weddings in America they have mashed potato bars. Is that something they do in the UK at all? To like,
I've never heard of that, but now I wish I had, because that sounds amazing. I love mashed potatoes.
It is, yeah. Well, I mean, they do
Mashed
baked potato
potato.
bars too, where it's just a stack of potatoes and a table full of toppings.
I mean, that's easy though, right? It's easy. Everybody can make a baked potato, whereas a mashed potato bar, that's effort. Do they have like different kinds of mash there, or is it just one big pile of mash?
I don't know. I've only ever seen baked potato bars. I've never seen a mashed potato bars.
It's like if they could have like just your bog standard mashed potato, then maybe some sweet potato mash, maybe carrot and swede, then some like cheesy mash or something, mash with a bit of paprika in it. The options are endless.
Well, I really wanted to talk to Ryan so he could ask me the questions, and then I could be proven to be good. But
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It didn't work last time.
So,
Hey, Ryan, could you ask me the questions real quick?
okay, so Milk's definitely evil, right? He forgot how Dreamer worked and claimed to have picked himself. He's definitely evil. What we need to do is we need to have somebody nominate my corpse, no one vote on it, and then someone else nominate Milk.
I agree. Wait. Why him? It doesn't Ruth have to be the no-dash-she?
I'm not smart enough to work out who the demon is, but I do think that it's entirely possible that we have
I'll
3
nominate
evils
Ben.
left alive. There we go. Yeah. I do think it's entirely possible that we have 3 evils left alive, and so given that Milk is, as far as I'm concerned, the most guaranteed evil, this just seems like the safest thing to do. If we kill Ruth and somehow we've got it wrong, then we really are fucked.
My accusation was done in Ben's voice.
Okay. Ben, what voice do you want your defense to be in? You
No, don't kill me!
If Lyra is on the good team, then I think we need to also just strategize as far as what kind of Alzahir should be made.
Yeah.
Zero is not enough.
Lyra, I think Ruth, Demon, Beardy, and Ryan Minions is a pretty good guess.
Why do we think Beardy is a minion? I think
No, Beardy is
good.
just an outsider.
Oh, sorry, no.
Beardy's
What? Ruth, Milk, and
Ryan.
somebody. Yeah.
Dave would be a minion.
No, it's
I'm
Ryan.
good here.
But I think Ryan's good.
So
I think
the
Lyra
problem-
and Dave could be minions.
The problem that we have that if Ruth is the demon, then we have an outsider problem. And
Milk
if
is
Beardy-
definitely a minion. He forgot how Dreamer worked and lied about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. That's not.
I'm not disputing that.
More
but
than
if-
one
if
person
Ruth-
can forget how Dreamer works.
If
okay?
Ruth is the
Dreamers
demon,
don't.
we have an evil in the outsiders. That is just a fact.
Okay, but that, I mean,
Unlikely.
that's not a worry, right? Because not, or at least not for your Elsa here, guess.
Yeah, it's possible that one of them is just Sarah Matt also.
All right, I'll try. Sorry, I can go ahead.
I was gonna suggest like guessing Ryan, but I think you've guessed him already. So
I've
never mind.
guessed Ryan as the demon.
Ruth,
with
Demon, Milk, and
Davey
Ryan minions.
Beardy, I
Yeah,
think.
that's the one that I think.
You haven't heard my town crier information suggests I've got no's the entire game. The only people who have not yet nominated are Ruth, Beardy, and Lyra. So, in my world, 2 of those 3 are minions.
I think I'd agree. I do think we have 3 evil alive.
Should I try Milk as the demon with Ruth and Beardy as the minions?
That's a world.
It's a world.
What would town rather I do? Because I'm running on social cred here.
I-
Because
So-
I am a
I'd
candidate. as
rather
well.
you trust your gut. It's your ability.
I mean,
Yeah.
In
Do what you
my
think's
world, Lyra's
best,
also
Lyra.
a minion, potential minion. So I don't know.
All right. Sorry,
You hear that,
Ryan.
Larry? You should guess yourself as a minion, apparently.
Yeah. Here's my world. I know I'm good. I got a seamstress yes between Ruth and Lyra. I think it's incorrect. Mal got incorrect information as a pixie savant where there's no savant. I think it was probably a bluff that maybe Evil didn't take. Ruth did claim savant to me off the hop, but then said Matt is savant. The only way Mal gets incorrect information is if Mal is poisoned, because I don't see Mal being evil here, I don't think, because we have a problem with the Serenova still being active with Ekin and the Wizard Wish, right? I feel like
would be the other.
that's why I'm leaning towards Vortox.
That would have to be Dave B then.
Can
The
someone
only
please
one with
nominate
Milk.
Milk?
Lyra, like to nominate Milk, please.
Okay, Lyra nominates Milk. Please tell them.
Town wants this. It gives me time to think of my answer here, guys, because I'm legitimately getting confused.
Hey, Milk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a defense to this because I think it's fine. People can make mistakes.
It will take 3. Countdown starts now.
So Milk, are you implying that JC has made the mistake? Oh, yeah.
It's not
that would
important
be
who made a
unfortunate.
mistake.
3 is enough. Milk is marked for execution.
I mean, lots of people have that info. Dave B is still the biggest Vortox candidate, right?
And that's we can put me on the lock again too.
Only
either,
if,
either Dave B
It's
or
not
Lyra,
the first
right?
nomination this time, and we've already tried to execute him, so it would be
only if you
telling.
trust Fearless Dave's information, right? Fearless Dave's information specifically says in a Vortox world, Dave B is the demon.
Or the red herring. Yeah.
Lyra,
Would like to
if
make an
it's
answer here. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ekin, what you saying?
if it's a Vortox, I think you would have to guess BOD because we have an outsider problem. I know me and Reznor are dead outsiders, so
And it would have to be
I would
Dave B,
guess-
Ruth and Beardy. It would have to be.
no, Milk has to be evil, right? So I would guess Dave, Demon, Milk,
But then
or
how does
BOD
Ryan
minions.
get a yes between me and Ruth?
I don't know.
Vortox.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
Trust your guts. I think.
Lyra would like to also hear guess. Dave B as the demon. Ruth as the minion. Beardy as a minion.
Heard.
Fuck.
I think if you get another chance to guess, you should include Milk as a minion, Lyra. I would strongly recommend that.
It's the thing that Ryan, if Ryan is good and gets a yes between me and Ruth in a Vortox world, we are on different teams, so Ruth is definitely evil.
Agreed.
But then if Ruth is evil, there's a problem with the outsider count.
Do all of these
If-
worlds
if Ruth-
work
no,
if
Ryan
Ruth
is-
is just the Vortox?
Yes.
What we could
Well-
really do with hearing from
No,
Ruth here,
no.
I think.
Because your Shugenja information doesn't make sense.
I am just the balloonist. I'm a little worried that we are misunderstanding the Wizard Wish and I'm actually a leech host, but I'm just the balloonist with weird
Problem
info.
is, everyone has bad info. Like everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear another nomination.
my info
That's
has
the
to be
10
bad.
seconds.
There's
Can
no
we-
way no minions have nominated this entire game.
Nobody's panicking. for Milk.
Imagine if Milk's
Aye.
just the leech host, and that's why he was allowed to pick himself.
Milk is executed and dies.
Milk, do I
Oh,
still
there's
get your
the-
vote?
Yeah, buddy, you still got my vote.
Even after all that, what a stand-up guy.
Yep.
I don't think it can be a Vortox world. I don't think it can.
How does
Yeah, Ben's
everyone have
Shugenja
that
information
info?
is the problem. Agreed. But how does Ben's Shugenja information work if that is the world with Ruth,
Exactly.
Milk, Beardy, right? Then it can't be Vortox.
So we've got 3 townsfolk into 2 outsiders.
That doesn't work with Vortox.
It doesn't work with
Doesn't work
Vortox
with
at all.
No.
I think Dave B's probably good because I don't think JC would allow a wizard ability where evil players can just immediately self-nominate and survive, because that's broken. So if it is a wizard ability that's causing that to happen, it would have to have some sort of caveat, like the first good player to nominate causes that.
It could just be the first time. So, like, Dave's done it once, and that's it. The first time the demon dies, they don't.
I think
Maybe?
probably the way that it's like the most balanced to wish something about players not dying is that you just wish some in this game some players might not die when executed. I think that's like a very straightforward wish. It allows the storyteller to self-balance it. It lets the storyteller say stuff like will probably die or might die, like as clues, and then like can not kill a good player, like with a pacifist effect, and then not kill an evil player, and then you've sort of balanced out the wish, you know, and then you've kind of created like paranoia about the leech being in play, and there's some other stuff going on.
I'd be surprised if we get another trigger of the wizard effect. Like,
yeah,
I doubt the wizard effect will go off again unless it's very, very specific and has a massive drawback.
They could literally have just wished that there's a pacifist ability in play, and all the people who've survived are good.
Why would it would be hard for me to believe that based on the, you know.
Why did JC say a bunch of times if they're the wizard, then they're probably going to survive?
Why do people do anything? Why did Lyra die in the night?
No!
Some questions we'll never know the answer to.
Fuck.
Lyra.
Okay.
I think I might have had the right team, but the wrong order. Maybe Beardy's the demon.
I think Beardy's the demon.
I'm not the demon.
Are you still claiming Plague Doctor?
I got another.
I am the Plague Doctor. I haven't been Serenovus mad in 2 days.
Was anyone mad yesterday?
No.
Ryan and Malashan having a little private chat on Final Four. That's suspicious.
Storyteller gains a minion ability. What would they have gained?
I mean,
If
if it was Widow, someone would have heard Widow
okay.
call.
Probably.
Why is everyone going for private chats with 4 players left alive?
Who's Beardy talking to?
guess
He's
we get more
smiling. He's
info, I
happy.
suppose.
I think we have at least one evil dead.
Beardy
So I
and
think
Why
Milk.
is Beardy talking to Milk? That makes me very
That's it.
I think it's safe to sleep.
I don't. I think there's 3 evil alive.
I think even if it is safe to sleep, we should still try and kill the demon today. There's no reason not to.
I think Milk
I
is
think
almost
we need
always
to-
evil. So
Figure out who we want to nominate and make sure that that's the second nomination. though.
There is so much evidence that it could be a Vortox game. We would be crazy to pretend that it isn't.
We should at least kill a dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please kill my corpse.
Oh yeah. We can do that.
I-
Nominate me. Just put me on the block. It's
I
fine.
think there's 3 evils alive.
Dave's up there being like, like
hanging out.
Dave!
Hanging out. Just hanging out.
Dave, you don't have any information on Beardy or Ruth. Oh,
I've
Dave's
got
gone.
yeah. Beardy or Ruth have never nominated, and I do not, and I have
No,
no.
I was talking to Fearless Dave.
other Dave. Too many Daves.
Yeah.
So the problem that I have right now is the Serenovus was in play and we didn't execute anyone the day that I was mad or the day after. And I don't think they're dead because then the Plague Doctor died. So I don't know. I think we've 3 evils alive. I think if we sleep, we lose.
Is it possible that Serenovus is dead, but then the Plague Doctor put it back in play?
I don't think there's been any Serenovus madness since me.
That's possible.
Oh, I'm confusing Dave. I thought it was Dave.
Beardy specifically, right?
Oh,
4 alive.
we do, I think, have to kill today.
We kill a dead body.
No, I think we have to
I think we
kill
have
an
3 evil
evil.
alive.
We have to kill the demon today.
Yeah. It's
Oh yeah, you're right, Davey, Ruth, and Beardy. You're right. That's the three evils. You're right. I'm the only good alive. You
I
are
think
No,
right.
you're not, Ryan.
Beardy has to be good.
Okay, if
Why?
Beardy is good, we still have to kill the demon today. Because we need to kill the demon today.
Yeah,
How is
Yeah.
Beardy
Beardy
good?
is good.
3 with 2 evils.
Beardy,
Like, Milk, why do you
change your
think Beardy's
time.
good?
Outsider count.
We have 3 outsiders, and I think
Yeah.
Ruth and
No,
Beardy are both evil.
Resnora is evil. Resnora
No,
cannot
I'm
be
not.
real.
Jesus. This is coming from the person who forgot how the dreamer ability works.
Sure,
Wait.
but you can't.
We have
have
Confirmed evil dead between Resnora and Milk, right? One of them
I
at least
think
has
I
to
don't
be
think
evil.
so.
They're both
Yeah.
good.
I think they're both good.
I think they're both good.
Then explain my information.
It's a Vortox.
Vortox.
Then how do you
Then how
explain
is
that?
Resnora the mutant?
Exactly.
Oh, there.
This is why I'm saying Milk is evil.
Because Beardy would
Yeah,
be...
so
Oh, okay.
I think
I would
Milk
be
is
what?
playing out an evil here. I think he's having a whale of a time doing it, and I think we should.
So there is a world where Root and Beardy are both good, and therefore like Root added Beardy, and the 2 players who survived execution, Ryan and Dave, are the remaining 2 evils. And there's another world where they are evil together. I think I'm leaning towards Beardy socially being good, so I kind of think it's Ryan and Dave B. instead.
Yeah.
Second, I'm just good.
How does
I
the
think Ruth is
Shigenja info work if it's Vortox though?
It's Dave B.
Dave B
Or
and Ryan.
Dave.
I can both
Dave
be
B and
evil.
Ryan
Then there's a fortune teller. No.
on Dave B.
So
Or Dave
who's
B.
the last?
And
who's
Ben.
how do we have 3 outsiders then?
Ruth's good.
One of them.
Root's
Beardy
good.
has
Root's
to be
good.
evil.
Balloonist.
One of
Added
Resnora
Nigel.
and... Or there's not Resnora's evil, and there's not 3 outsiders. And there's only
Yeah.
me and Ekin.
Yeah, the world they're building is Dave B is the demon with Ryan and Milk as minions, and that works with all the info, I think. No, it doesn't explain Ruth's Bluetooth.
It could be Ryan and Resnora minions.
So it doesn't
potentially
work
as well.
because Ruth's Bluetooth information is impossible.
Yeah.
This balloonist information is impossible in the Vortox world. That completely blows it out the water. It's
Agreed.
either Vortox or Ruth. If it's Vortox, Ruth is evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think Ruth is evil.
But then
So
what
can-
about then Shugenja information, right? In the Vortox world? Because it's pointing in this direction.
Dave B has to
Unless
be
Dave
B-
a minion. Because
Ryan could be good, and the Wizard Wish could be the first time the demon dies. They don't make it seem like a leech, and Ryan was the cost was a good player, also survives.
To confirm, since
Ryan.
we're 15 minutes over time, nominations are open.
I think we go all in on Ruth. I think that's the only thing that I think is.
It just
I think
We make
it's-
Ruth the second nom though.
I think
of the day.
Beardy and Ruth could be evil together, but Ruth is more likely a demon.
yeah, not my
Because
body
Beardy
first.
would just be a minion in that world.
I think it's. I'm not a minion, Ryan. I'm not evil. You failed last game. You're failing this game
I
with your
think it's
social reads
just-
on me.
I do think you're evil, Beardy, but it's
Yeah.
you could be. I mean, I just think we go in Ruth either way. You're not the demon, right, Beardy? I just don't think you're the demon in any world here.
Dave?
I think
I'm gonna nominate Ben.
Dave B nominates Ben. Please tell us why.
Because the only time that somebody died in the last couple of days is when they were the second nomination of the day, and I want to get the first one out of the way, so who we actually put on will actually die. It seems to make sense for what we know about the Wish.
Right. Ben doesn't need a defense. Countdown starts now. It'll take 2.
Beardy, I'm getting a lot of requests in chat for you to go push to talk. I'm sorry. I know it's not the worst time possible for that, but yeah, your breathing keeps procking your mic.
Ben is not on the block. Do we have any other nominations? Second call.
I think it's probably Ruth, right?
It's either Ruth or Dave. I'm not sure which one.
It's Dave, but I don't know. Could be Rude.
I feel like it could be any of them, but probably not Ryan as the demon.
Someone
If
needs to
Ryan's
nominate
evilly
someone
just a
here.
minion.
That's the hard part. I can't now.
I'll nominate Dave B.
Beardy nominates Dave B. Please tell us why.
I don't know who it is between Dave and Ruth. The Vortex world seems to suggest it's more likely Dave. So this is where I put my nomination.
Dave, your defense.
Well, now I wish I didn't nominate Ben first. Because now I'm going to die and we're going to lose.
It'll take 2 votes. Countdown starts now.
Ben, you want me to vote?
I don't like the song on
I
Dave.
don't know. Honestly, I
feel
haven't
like
got
we
a
have
clue.
to go.
I don't think I've ever been this confused by a game of Clocktower in my entire life.
4 is enough. Dave is on the block.
I know I'm good. I think Dave is reading good. I'm the last. No, I'm not the last person to nominate, but I think I want to kill Ruth over Dave. Beardy nomming is probably just evil there. Dave kind of read good and did the thing about nomming Ben.
I think it's entirely possible that Dave did that to seem good.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm going to be the frame late. I tried to die.
The Dave Vortox world was never resolved because of his survival from execution. That's the problem we have here.
I don't hear any more nominations. I will close there in 10 seconds.
How can Malashon have wrong information?
Ryan nominates Ruth.
Ryan nominates Ruth. Please tell us why.
I'm thinking this is most likely to be where evil is. My seamstress information kind of puts that there. I think we could have more than one evil alive, but I think Ruth has gone under the radar this far, and I think we should kill Ruth.
Ruth.
Oh no, what a time for it to fail.
We cannot hear you, Ruth.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
There
Can
go. We can
yeah,
hear you.
sorry.
Hey.
Been having app problems. I no longer think I can be the leech host based on the way I am getting pushed on, so I absolutely do not want to die on 4. I'm not entirely sure why we gave up on Ryan as Nodashi Worlds, poisoning me and Malashon. I would like to kill Ryan.
Can I implore good players to please not vote for this? Ryan's been trying to dissuade worlds where Dave is evil for the entire game.
It will take 4 to tie, 5 to execute. Countdown starts now.
I mean, if you really think it's Ruth, don't let me stop you, but, like, I think that the demon candidates are Dave and Ryan.
But it's fine, 'cause I'm the wizard.
1 is not enough.
It's entirely possible that the Wizard Wish was the first time an evil player dies by execution, they do not, or something like that.
Ruth nominates Ryan.
Ruth nominates Ryan. Please tell us why.
I think Ryan is the Nodashi who got saved by a Wizard Wish. I'm not really sure why we've moved fully into other worlds and given up Nodashi worlds. I think that Ryan is just evil.
Ryan.
I'm just good here. I dropped because of Ben's request to not put it onto you. I think we just leave it on Dave and go from there.
It'll take 4 to tie, 5 to put Ryan on the block. Countdown starting.
I think this is the world now, but I count that, so.
Don't let the tie, I guess, happen. That's all I care about.
2 is not enough.
Wasn't going to use a dead vote on the 3 hands.
That is all the executions, all the nominations, rather, that can happen. So Dave B is executed and dies.
Good game regardless, everyone.
Yeah. Now I would like to extend my congratulations to Ryan's team. The good team.
Nice!
Wow.
I can't believe I had the solve! How did I? I had no idea what was going on!
You have just successfully executed, for the second time, but for the first time where it resulted in death, the Vortox. That is because of the Wizard Wish, which came from Resnora. Resnora's Wizard Wish was that every day in which she publicly claimed to be the wizard, the first person put on the block was safe from execution. Oh, sorry, yeah, who would not die to execution.
So does that mean that Malashon was actually the egg on your face?
Malashon's character was the egg on her face, also masquerading as the pixie who saw the out-of-place event. But yeah, the clue for Resnora's wish was that I announced that the execution wouldn't work whenever it wasn't going to work, and the cost was that it turned off on 5.
Smart.
So as not to make it unwinnable. But yeah, I think people were dancing around the correct solve with that.
Yep, definitely.
But the specifics were maybe missing. I would like to extend apologies to Milk. The dreamer who told the truth about what he dreamt the entire game, including the night when he dreamt himself, which he shouldn't have been able to do. Neither of us realised it in the moment. Both of us realised it at the start of the day. But he'd already publicly announced it by that point, and yeah, it made things a little bit awkward. But ultimately, it didn't stop you from finding the solve. So well played, everybody. Where to go next? Lyra the Outer here had a lot of very close guesses because you did guess Dave B as the demon a couple of times, and you did have a minion in that pairing. That minion, of course, Beardy was not. Beardy was your Klutz. It was Ruth. Ruth was the Cerenovus, who made herself mad as the Cerenovus. Sorry, as the Savant on day one, and then bounced it between Ekin and Lyra doing public claiming rolls, and then hit it on herself for a couple of days. Ben was, as shock of shocks, the Shigenja, the classic Shigenja next to a Vortox in a Vortox game. Quickly to go back to Milk's dreams, because there were a couple of interesting ones. The first night, I showed Mutant or Leech for Resnora, and that's because by that point, Res had already made her wish night one that was going to result in her publicly claiming Wizard, which seemed like a mutant-y thing to do. And also the Leech half was because by that point, Fearless Dave, the Fortune Teller, already had a yes on her and Mal. So it seemed like there was a reasonable chance Res would get nominated, claim to be the Wizard, and then survive execution and be framed as the Leech. Instead, Mal got put on the block first that day, and as a result, the wish did nothing that day. But these things happen. It still did things a couple of times. It did something when Ryan, the seamstress, who got a yes between Lyra and Ruth, and correctly interpreted that as a no. And it did something the first time Dave B was executed. We also have Samantha, the mathematician, who got a 1 on night 1 when it should have been a 4, and then was sniped quite early. So mechanically, not so much impact, although socially there was a lot of good souls going on in private chats. And Ekin, the Plague Doctor, who gave me access to the Harpy ability once he died, which is why Ryan was very confident on that final day that Beardy was definitely evil.
I knew, but I had to go with it. I'm like, I knew you're good, but...
And that was
so funny.
your game of Dreamscapes.
Wow, that was great. Not only was that great, but that was a great example of the Wizard, I think, because it had a huge impact on the game and caused a lot of confusion, but we sort of 80% figured it out, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, really well played, Evil. We were, I think, all super
having it proc on
game.
Ryan was huge. That helped your team so much, having it proc on Ryan specifically, because he's the most person. And the more he argued, it was like, Ryan, I think you're good, but stop, man.
He gets me. I'm like, come on, Ryan.
Honestly, I would have been happy with any of those 4 people being executed on that final day. I think we got very lucky to win that there.
Yeah,
I think both teams played really well. That did feel like it went down to the wire.